Come on in. What's going on?
How are you, sir? How are you?
How you doing, man?
How are you, Jan? I'm Mike. Nice to meet you. How are you?
Jana's never been in here with you, huh?
No, she's never been here with us.
Oh. We'll get you on this one.
Oh, yeah? Do I sit here?
I think you might have
Okay,
to
sure.
How was everything over there at Channel 36?
Good. Oh, it's good over there. That's good.
They take good care of you.
Oh, yeah.
Can I get you gentlemen anything to drink?
Oh, I'm fine.
You
Yeah.
good?
Thank you.
So you're from Detroit.
Yeah.
You been doing any Jets Pizza lately?
No, I haven't been in Detroit. I go to Detroit and stay one day.
Okay.
I work one night and leave right away.
Oh, wow. Wow.
My family's there, but they are very religious, and they never come see my shows anyway.
It's interesting you bring up that band. What Becomes of My Broken Heart?
That's my brother's song. Man. Yeah, for years.
Wow. So you were a music man before you became funny?
Not really. My brother was. He wrote that song.
Wow.
And he used to work at Motown.
Yeah.
So I knew I would talk to Marvin Gaye and the Temptations. I used to play basketball with the Temptations. And,
Did you really?
Yeah, I knew all those guys. And I remember Mary Wells. I don't remember her. But Diana Ross, Smokey Robinson I see all the time at the golf course in L.A. where we live.
So what's up in the water up in Detroit to make that city so magical the way that it was?
They were, it's just they had these writers who were so clever. The Norman Whitfield. I mean, they were just competing to get the Temptations, competing to get Smokey Robinson. He was a writer and a singer, so he was creative himself. Smokey Smokey wrote a lot of the Temptations stuff.
Right.
Yeah, he was, and still is. I saw him at the Hollywood Bowl about 2 years ago.
Yeah, he still got that high falsetto voice,
still
too.
Still singing good, and yeah. But when I go to Detroit now, it's totally different now. Everyone moved out of there.
Because when I go back to Montana, Billings it looks like it's dried up. Do you feel the same way when you go to Detroit?
I like Billings. I was in Billings. David Letterman's ranch.
Really?
Yeah, he's an old friend of mine. I flew into Billings. Wow. You fly into Billings, I think. And then you drive an hour and a half to his ranch. Huge place.
Up there around Livingston?
I don't know where I was. All I know is you took an hour and a half to get there. My God, it's a long way. You get close to the airport.
Are we there yet? Oh,
yeah.
So when along the lines, and growing up with a musical family and a city that was obviously on fire with music, when did you think that I got it?
Well, I didn't think in Detroit I got it. My brother used to run a theater group, and he would go he and his wife would go every Thursday and Friday or something like that to go do theater. So I said, it looks interesting to be an actor. Let me try being. So I looked in the Yellow Pages and I found John Binkelman's acting classes. And so I got private lessons from him, and that's how I started in show business. But before that, and he would have me doing Shakespeare. Right. I would be tearing up Shakespeare, though. Desdemona.
What got you into the comedy then? What opened up?
He would do once a year, and I didn't know this. He would do a comedy show. So you think of something that's comedic, and you would put it on his show. You can be a serious actor all year, but for this show, you'd be a funny guy. And so I went up there and I did President Johnson, and I went and got me a $10 hat, cowboy hat, and I had one of the guys who used to feed me lines in my class to give me questions to the president, and I would be answering them in President Johnson's voice. He was the president then, and I did a Johnny Mathis impression. And I stole the show. I said, wait a minute, I might be able to make some money doing this stuff.
When I was looking at your bio, I saw that you were on The Incredible Hulk. Now we're talking.
Oh, yeah. 1975, 76.
That's some big stuff in my life.
Oh, man. And Barnaby Jones.
Oh, yeah.
Sean Penn was his first acting job when I was on the Barnaby Jones. He was a little kid.
What is that like for you when the whole world is growing up around you, but you're still pushing 12 or 13 years old?
I think it's wonderful. It was amazing that the kids know my stuff now. They know all of my stuff. All the young kids around that. I haven't grown old with,
Right.
Some people grow old and they fade away.
Do you ever go up and kind of give them a nudge and go, try this next time? Let them steal your art a little bit? Or?
Comics, other than that, the comics, they all have egos.
Yeah.
So you don't, it's not like it was before.
Who do you think's got a bigger ego, radio people or comedians?
Oh, comedians, I think.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Are you sure? You want to swap stories?
Oh, yeah, they got egos, boy. Oh, my God. Comics got egos. We were talking about it. People stay on stage 3 hours. Why would you stay on stage 3 hours? Who want to listen to you babble for 3 hours?
Especially, what is it? A preacher will go up there, what, for 25, 30 minutes? That's all they need to get the word in.
Yeah, get the word in. That teacher right there, he want that money.
It's like my preacher will sit there and say, when did I tell you I'm not going to pass the plate? You know what? I'm in the mood to do it again.
Yes, that's what they do. So, egos fly in show business.
Yeah.
Oh, my God, egos.
So did you find yourself early in the career then when you were bumping into egos going, that's who I don't want to be, that's who I don't want to be?
Well, I'm going to be myself anyway. I know that when I was coming up at the comedy store, I was at the comedy store I drove from Detroit to L.A. by myself in the 1965 Mustang.
Really?
That leaked oil and transmission fluid. So I had to put transmission fluid every 200 miles. I had to pull up to the side and put transmission and oil in it. So when I got to the comedy store, I was just green, and so I knew I wasn't going to do material like this person or that person. So that's why Mitzi would hook me up with Richard Pryor, because I wasn't trying to be like Richard Pryor. Whereas a lot of comics at the comedy store black comics would try to be like Richard Pryor. Mm-hmm. So that's how I opened for the Richard Pryor. Yeah, at the comedy store back in 79, 80. When he used to come to the comedy store. I used to MC the second show. Mm-hmm. I used to be the MC. And David Letterman MC'd the first show, 1975, He would go up there.
Was he just a punk kid?
But he was a weatherman in Indiana. But a nice fellow. He was real nice. But he and I used to play basketball.
Boy, you played regular life with regular people.
Oh, yeah. They happened to become very popular. But when we were at the comedy store, we were just regular people. David Letterman was just regular. He loved to play basketball. He had a big red truck. He had a wife when he moved out there.
Really?
He was married, tall girl, beautiful girl too. But she couldn't take it.
This is so interesting because you came from an era in American life where it was okay to do whatever you want. And nowadays it seems like we're so programmed into we have to be this, we have to be this. Yeah,
well, it's computer life now. But before we didn't have all those things. Did
you write your jokes down on cards or was it just, hey, I've got it?
No, I'd get a subject matter and go up on stage. Like Richard Pryor did. He would get a subject matter and he would go up on stage and not have any cards or anything. He had the subject matter and he expound on that He would come to the comedy store for about 6 months when he got ready to go on road and do his doing a CD, not a CD, album back then.
Now, when you talk of the comedy store and stuff like that, you've played the big names, the ones that are written in books and everything.
Mm-hmm.
How does it feel to be a part of that page?
Well, because it didn't mean nothing to me, because I was just a regular guy out there trying to get. I didn't know I didn't know I wanted to be successful. I just wanted to be a comic because I went to a comedy store, and like everybody else got there, we didn't know we wanted to be a comic. We just went there to, or not be popular. We just went there to. I don't know why I went. That was a long drive, but I went straight to the comedy store.
And when you're doing Shakespeare in Detroit, and now you're going to the comedy store.
But I would do impressions. See, Mitzi loved impressionists, and I try to do jokes. I would do like old Red Fox jokes. But Mitzi, I know that she loved on open mic night. Mitzi would put people who did impressions on. She put the guy doing the same impression right behind each other. So I said, well, she like impressions. So I just did my Johnny Mathis and that King Coles and all that stuff.
Sing like Johnny?
I used to.
Really?
Yeah.
Did the girls get all swooned?
Not really. Not really.
No?
No, not really.
So you were like an Elvis Presley impersonator that didn't just do good?
Yeah, but I would do a great Johnny Mathis. Really? I used to do Johnny great, but he's getting old. He's 75 something now. So the kids today don't want to hear Johnny. They want to hear rap. So I would do rap now. It's amazing how I evolved from Johnny Mathis and Nat King Cole, and now I'm talking 2 Chainz. 2 Chainz.
It makes me. Would you ever jump on like America's Got Talent to go on there as a rapper?
Oh no, no. I'm not that type of person. Oh no, I don't care about those shows. I can't even watch those shows. I hate to see people lose, especially The Voice.
Yeah,
I cannot watch it.
I can't watch the results show.
Can't watch it. I can't watch it. I like it when they're trying and they don't make it on American Idol. I used to like American Idol when the people are auditioning for it. That's what my favorite part. But now when they get on there and you got to lose because you can sing your butt off, but you can lose. I hate that.
Was your career in comedy and acting, was it ever a contest or was it just, did it naturally just happen?
You go out there and you go get an agent. I had an agent in Detroit. Get an agent and you let it ride. You know, when I got the job on Barnaby Jones, the director liked me, so he said, I'm going to be doing Incredible Hulk, so I'm going to call you to come and do that show for me. He said, I think one day you're going to be a big star. Nice fella. But no, you never know. Mm-hmm. Letterman didn't know he was going to. But Letterman was perfect for her. They paid him, he was there for about maybe a year. He drove out in his truck also. Mm-hmm. See, we all drove to California with dreams. But Letterman got picked up by the NBC to be Johnny Carson's substitute about a year into his experience in L.A. They gave him $1 million to sit around and wait for Johnny Carson to get tired of going in one day. You come over there and substitute his show.
Would you ever look at Letterman now and say it's time to let go, like the Jay Leno's and stuff like that?
No, I tell you, you better keep that job. Go. What the hell you gonna do? But get fat and walk around your ranch in Montana. You're gonna be a fat pig running around. Riding your Jeep around that ranch, that 150,000 acre ranch, you got this huge ranch. What is just this big? It's ridiculous. It's huge. And I saw a bear. I said, Dave, I don't think I'm ever coming back here. It was a bear on the road.
Big old Montana black bear?
It was looked like a grizzly to me. I don't know, but I don't know nothing about a bear. Last time I saw a bear, who had a pink dress on in the circus. I don't know about a bear. This was a bear on the road. I said, oh no. We in a Jeep with a convertible. What if he charged us? What are we gonna do? I can't outrun it. I said, oh no. But so now when we go out on his property and we get out the Jeep, it's just mountains up here. There's nothing but open space. Mm-hmm. And the Indians had this stone they had put towards the mountain for some reason. So he's showing me this. I said, Dave, what if a bear come over here? Well, let's get back in the Jeep and go. Let's get back in the Jeep and go home. Me, Tim Thomerson, and David Letterman. And three old dudes out there with them bears. I said, I am not. And then one time a bear had torn up his pantry. When he was out of town, the bear went, his pantry made of thick wood.
Yeah.
Tore the door off. I said, man, oh no, I can't come back here. And you should see that beautiful place he's built up there. He built all these beautiful places up there. He got people working for him up there. He got horses and he got mountain lions, man.
Him and Ted Turner.
Yeah.
It's like I went home to Montana, and when I was growing up, when you'd get over those mountains, get up there around Bozeman and Belgrade and stuff like that, it was the barbed wire fences. Well, now it's all white picket fence. Yeah, and it's like you look at those mountains and these perfectly white fences.
Rich boy, he got a thing coming to it like the Barclays, like on like the Barclays or what's the name of that show with the brothers?
Yeah, because
Bonanza.
Yeah, Bonanza.
Like Bonanza, he got this huge thing up there, like it's his property, and then you got just miles and miles, and nothing but miles and miles. Just nothing. 45 minutes to the store. The closest store, 45 minutes.
Oh, I couldn't survive without Walmart.
Yeah. Oh, but see, that's today, yeah, but he's got 45 minutes to the market up there. But that's why he got such a pantry. You got a pantry full of stuff. You don't need anything. Like wines, he got steaks and food and chickens and lamb and everything. But he's got tons of horses. We went horseback riding. And that's another thing. I don't know about a horse. That horse is weird, on this big animal.
Do you feel like Sidney Poitier or anything like that?
Oh, my God. I don't know anything about a horse. I'm from Detroit.
It'd be like Mel Brooks,
Yeah. Right. Blazing Saddles. And Dave, he's a horseman. He ran past everybody. I'm doing like that. I'm a horse.
That's it, right?
Be good, horsey. Be good, horsey. Be good. Don't start no step, horse.
Whereabouts in your comedy career did the comedians start using foul language as the comedy?
Well, that happened. That happened back in with Lenny Bruce and all this. There were comics using. We used to hear Red Fox when Red Fox was. And he's been around since the 40s or 50s. Mm-hmm. Oh no, they cursing. People curse anyway.
You know, you look at the old black and white photos and you just think it was such an innocent time.
Yeah, but that's not reality today. Yeah. It's ridiculous today. I read the paper, and all you do is read the paper.
Yep.
You see how crazy people are.
Is that where you get a lot of your information? Do you watch a lot of CNN and stuff like that?
No, I watch CNN all the time, but that doesn't get much information from me in my act. No. But I look at that to see how crazy people are. So, do I want to go out the house today?
That's right. I'm not going to buy there.
Do I need to go out? Do I need to go out the house today, or do I stay home?
That's right.
No.
So what happens if Tyler Perry comes up to you and says, "I want to do your story"? What do you say?
I doubt if Tyler Perry would ever do that anyway. Because we did on the Boondocks cartoon, we did a horrible thing talking about him and Miss Mondukes. Mondukes. He's what is he? Ma something. He's got a a dress on. What is his name or something?
The it starts with an M.
Yeah, Modia, something like that.
Yeah.
So you know the cartoon, the Boondocks. Are you familiar with it?
Absolutely.
We did a. I didn't do it. Aaron Magruder did. I just read lines. It was just horrible what they talked about him. And how he got a cult.
Yeah.
He was so mad, and he called. I think the people that work with that produces his movies with Lionsgate. Yes, Lionsgate. I think they own part of Adult Swim, Cartoon Network. So he told them, don't ever play that again. But they said, we're going to put it on the CD. We can't take it off the CD. If anybody buy it, they got to buy the whole CD. But he said, but they okay them not to play it on the air again. I thought it was funny. He should have said, man, that's crazy. Yeah. Instead of getting mad, he should have said, y'all crazy over there.
Have you ever been the butt of a joke?
Well, yeah. They said I died about 6 months ago. Yeah. It went viral. They said I died. It's ridiculous. All Twitter and everybody, my son coming, Daddy, you dead? No, I'm dead, man. Do it, son. I'm dead.
So how did your second coming come about then?
Yeah, that's what I mean. They people, but in the world, when you put your face out there, whatever happens. You just try to walk around it.
With the paparazzi, the TMZs.
I get that at the airport, but it's come with territory.
Right.
But some of these people are so popular, it must be horrible, though. I mean, some of these people, I wouldn't want to be Justin Bieber.
Right.
Or Michael Jackson can't go anywhere. I mean, I can't hardly go anywhere.
Kanye West just named his baby Northwest.
Man, well, they're crazy. that case closed. Now, this kid got to live with that name. You know what I mean? Horrible. These kids got to live with that now. Just, you I don't think you realize that what you do to your kids when you name them weird names like that. My God. They're going to be calling him East, South, East.
That's right.
Yeah.
And, being in Hollywood and stuff, then you're in Apple and all that stuff.
Oh, man, people are nuts with their kids. And the kids they should have a chance to. That's why everybody changed their name.
Do you ever get back out to L.A. and stuff?
I live in Sherman Oaks. California. Yeah.
See, I used to hang out in Sherman Oaks.
Yeah, I live in Sherman Oaks.
90s.
Yeah, I live in on Valley Vista.
Wow, that's where the earthquake was.
Yeah, well, that's in Northridge.
Yeah,
the earthquake was in Northridge, but believe me, it was close right there. When the earthquake, that was 94. I lived on Atoll and near Riverside when I had a house over there, but I moved since then.
Wow.
But those houses sustained those earthquakes. The house I'm living in, it was built in 1938. It's been through all those earthquakes and still strong.
It's almost like your acting career because you're going, all this stuff is going on and you're still walking forward.
Yeah, all the time. So you got to, look, and I'm lucky for me, I'm working my butt off.
Do you think that came from your parents, or where do you think you picked that up from, that trait?
It's from necessity. I had to.
An act of survival?
Yeah, active survival. Oh, yeah. That's why I got in the car and drove all the way to an old Mustang. That thing had rust all over it.
But it was.
I got new tires, I got a tune-up, and a bucket of chicken, and my old TV. And And drove.
What was the chicken in Detroit? What was the
Kentucky Fried Chicken.
Was it really?
Yeah, that was.
Heck, I didn't know if you're going to do like churches or anything.
No. They didn't have that then. You could get you could have gotten a franchise in 1970 for about $15,000.
You know, I'm telling you, I grew up on that Kentucky Fried Chicken. I swear it tasted better back then.
But it tastes good now. When it's hot, then when you get third piece, you say, "Oh, what am I doing?"
Yeah, but then that's when I still go get another piece.
Yeah,
it's about
I know.
5 minutes away from I got to have another one.
I want to try this boneless chicken.
Oh, yeah, that's
I never had it. I never had it, but I want to try the boneless. That's a boneless breast, just done with chicken breast with some hot sauce on it.
There's a Kentucky Fried Chicken right down the street.
Yeah.
It's wow. So then, do you find you have any movies in the works real soon, or
They're supposed to do another Friday.
Yes, they are.
Yeah, but Chris Tucker's the only holdup. But the government is making him work.
Why would that be? I just saw him,
Yeah.
and it's like he seems like that he's back to being back into the acting and back into the movement again.
He's doing comedy again.
Yeah.
I think he's trying. He's trying to hang on to that successful story that he had after he did Friday. He went and got $20 million for Jackie Chan playing with Jackie Chan. He got 3 of those movies. I think they did 3. So, but he's in income tax problem. He got very bad. And the government want him to go start working again, or they're gonna put him in jail with Lauryn Hill, or give him what's the name sale. So he's trying his best to trying to get a movie with the big funds again, which won't happen.
Right.
No. The $20 million, you up there because you're very popular now, and it doesn't last.
Is there an actor that you would like to work with? Maybe Johnny Depp?
I like Johnny Depp.
What? Have you met him?
No.
Oh, okay.
Well, I like him.
Yeah.
I can't wait to see this Tonto, him and Lone Ranger.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be so funny.
Have you ever thought about doing a reality show?
No, they call me.
Really?
They want to be a reality show with my family. Man, my wife don't want cameras all in our house. When I get home, I don't want to see anybody. I get behind my gates and I don't. Oh no.
You just kind of just hang out then?
Oh no, I don't go out. It's hard to get me not to go out to dinner. I said, my wife said, take me to dinner. I said, I cooked you dinner. I don't want to leave.
We're doing SpaghettiOs tonight. With
I cook. I cook very well. I love to cook. I have a cooking show called Cooking for Poor People on YouTube. I cook for poor people because when you're hungry, everything tastes good.
It does.
So that's what.
But do you put a lot of salt on it though?
No, I cook very cheap stuff.
Okay.
For dinner, I have a fried egg sandwich with 2 fried egg sandwiches with you and your guests. And I recommend a tall glass of Mad Dog 2020.
There you go.
But I got to get back to that. I'm working so hard now. So I got to get back to my cooking show. I've neglected that for about.
Especially with Hulu and everybody out there really trying to get into these shows like that to really help promote and stuff.
Yeah, but my thing is, I don't want to sign a contract. God wanted me to sign a contract, but because I have to cook then. Mm-hmm. I cook when I want to go cook. When I feel like going. I have a house next door that got an old kitchen. Yeah. I got everything else remodeled but the kitchen, because the kitchen is from the 50s. Mm-hmm. That's why I cook my cooking show.
You know, Maurice Williams used to tell me all the time when he'd come in with the Zodiacs and stuff, and he'd say, my whole life is in this suitcase. And he'd say, but I got to get back to my life. I said, you said your life was in that suitcase. What are you talking about? Yeah. Did you ever have to live that way, even like Chuck Berry, where it was like everything that was you was in this suitcase?
No, I'm not like that. Chuck Berry, those old guys got burned so many times. That's funny if you say Chuck Berry. I have a new TV show called The First Family, and I played Chuck Berry yesterday. Literally yesterday. Yeah, they put a wig on my head, and I had a mustache like Chuck Berry.
Right.
They got his old picture and made me look just like Chuck Berry. It's so funny, so funny. But he probably got burned so many times he don't trust anybody anymore. Yeah. That's why he get his money before he go on stage, and he put it right on the end of the stage, right there behind him. He's over here. The money right over there, so he can look back and see it. And he get his money and he leave when he's done. Because people, they've been burned. They burn. People have been burned so many times. Those old guys, especially old guys like that.
Yeah. Which is one of the reasons why Bonnie Raitt put together a program to help save the true stars of the early rock and roll.
Yeah, and give them no residuals. You write a song and everybody that's using your song, you don't get a dime off of it. Somebody making money off of it.
So if they were to create the Comedy Hall of Fame, would you make it?
Oh, I don't know about that.
What would keep you from it?
I wouldn't. I don't really care about that stuff.
Really?
I was so broke when I made money. I'm making money. I don't care about no Hall of Fame, Hall of Shame, Hall of this, Hall of that. I'm making me some money. I got all the cars I want. I collect cars. I got 8 houses and an apartment building. I don't care about no Hall of Fame. That's
and you're telling me you don't want to do a reality show about your life.
I don't give a damn about no coach. I don't give a damn about Hall of Shame, Hall of Fame. Oh, no. I don't care about all that stuff.
A star on the
I like
Hall
to
of
count
Fame?
my money. I just like to count my money. That's my Hall of Fame.
Here's my
Hall of Fame, when I get applause walking into the Bank of America, everybody stand up and say, I don't care about no hall. I don't need no pictures. I don't need that. I don't need that. I need my picture on the wall. I don't care about all that stuff.
Now, when you changed your name from Weather to Wither, did that change your personality?
No. And we had 11 kids in my family.
Yeah.
So some of them were Witherspoons and some of them were Weatherspoons. I happened to be a Witherspoon, and my brothers were Witherspoons. So when I changed my name, it's just like it's our name anyway. So, like I said, on the birth certificate it said Witherspoon. Mine says Witherspoon.
I grew up in a family of 10. We had to share the bed. Did you have to do the
Oh
same
my
thing too?
God! That's why I'm glad. That's why I don't need no picture or Hall of Fame. I got my own bed. I got my house. I got 2 houses on one property. I got to go over there. I got 4 beds. I sleep in all of them every night. I sleep over here. I do like this. That's how I sleep. I go next door. I sleep over there, and then I can't sleep over here, and then I come back over here and sleep. Go upstairs to my wife and come back downstairs and sleep over there. So I don't care about no Hall of Fame pictures on the wall. I got beds. I used to share a bed with 3 of us would be in the bed, or 2 minimum 2. Never bed by yourself. Oh, it's horrible.
Wow.
And my brother used to stink so bad, boy. That boy had some nasty feet.
Yep. Get the feet in the
I paid him some money one time to lay him sleep on the floor.
Wow.
I gave him a dime. He took it and slept on the floor.
Yep.
So I don't need no Hall of Fame.
Fighting for the bathroom early in the morning.
Oh, my God. Horrible, horrible, horrible. So that's why I didn't go back to Detroit. When I go back to Detroit, I do my show and leave the next morning.
Do you think they're going to rebuild Detroit, or do you think
in time?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But the thing was, it's like any city when the main source of income leave, the city goes down. But Detroit happened to be a motor city, so when those factories closed up and they sent the stuff out of the country, and then the Japanese are making great cars, Mm-hmm. So the English people making great cars. You got the Germans making great cars. It took a bit into their competition. Plus, their cars are cheaper and the quality cars.
Yep.
So that took a bite out of them. Plus, Detroit made huge cars. Oh my God!
You loved them though, didn't you?
I loved them. Oh my God, I love those cars. Oh yeah. But while we loving our cars and polishing them up with salmon eyes and looking at ourselves in the mirror, reflecting. Japanese sent these little cars over that were cheap and powerful.
Yep.
We shine them big old cars up. I remember that. I used to work in a car wash. I guess that's why I like cars. I used to work in a car wash when I was about 15 years old. I used to see those beautiful cars come in there. I said, oh, man, it's beautiful. I used to watch
Did you sing like the movie Car Wash? Were you guys out there?
No.
So that was Hollywood?
Oh, that's Hollywood. Them dudes over there.
Don't spoil it for me, man. Don't spoil it.
Those dudes over there, they're so mad. They working a car wash. You only make about $3 a day.
Yep. That's
all the money you made. But I was 15, and the money, my $3 like about $20, $30 a day. But no singing. You be singing when you get out of there.
Yeah. Wow. Final question: if you were to look in the mirror, would you tell yourself it was worth it, or what would be the message that you would look into those eyes and say to yourself?
I would say you did the right move. My God, you did the right move. You're not sleeping 3 people in the bed. My brother's feet don't stink. My wife's feet don't stink. She snores. I go downstairs when she snores, but that's all right. I got other beds to go to, and I have air conditioning. There was no air conditioning back then. House be hot, and humid in those. Where you from?
I'm from Montana. We have basements too.
Yeah, we have basement. I have a basement in L.A. of all things.
Whoa!
There are no basements in L.A. My house got a basement. I looked in that, opened that door. I said, "What the hell is this?" Walked down there. It's a huge basement. I said, "We have basements in Detroit." and they fix them all up, and it's like a whole nother house.
The L.A. subway's not going through your basement, is it?
No, and it's just amazing to have, and it's cool in the basement. That's what I remember. But Montana's beautiful.
Yeah,
people don't know that Montana is beautiful.
The big sky.
Yeah, man.
That sky just scares the bejeebies out of you.
Oh my God, it shocked me. Man, I got Letterman, and I know Tim Thomas had his gun. I said, Tim, take your gun with you just in case we see an animal out here. Dave is he think all the animals are beautiful, you know. He don't understand that a bear tear his little butt up. That's how he is. Oh, don't touch the bear. Tom, take your gun, man. The hell with him. Tim Thomas is crazy. These old guys at the comedy store. I mean, we old guys. You talking about something funny, sit down and watch us talk. You know.
Well, what is that like? Because I've sat around with old broadcasters. I don't want to say old broadcasters. Yeah. The people who helped shape it. What is that like for you to sit down with those that helped shape it?
We talk about old times. You know, yeah. We talk about Mitzi, how she used to use favoritism, and she was, you know, how crazy. We all do impression of Mitzi Shore. We all do impression. Johnny. I used to work the door. I used to be the MC. Mitzi used to collect the money. She would be you come up the steps. She's right there in the window, and I'm at the door here. So I would be the host. I would go up on stage and say hello when I said, Johnny, start the show at 8:00. So I go up on stage. I put a rope across the door. So I'm on stage. So apparently 4 or 5 people come up the steps. She hollered from the booth, Johnny, there are people at the door. Come, cut your act. Johnny, come upstairs. I just got up here. I got Johnny, come on. There are people trying to get in. This is the green days of the comedy store. Green days.
Now, have you ever been introduced by Mr. Mike here?
To
have you ever had? Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's when I sit up straight when I hear his voice come into that comedy zone. It's like, all right, it's showtime. I know it's now. Lights are going in every direction.
Oh yeah. But you know, comedy's been good to me. But you know, I'm actually getting tired of traveling.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you know, especially now because I got the Boondocks cartoon. We got this is our last season, but I'm doing pickups. Mm-hmm. We're doing 104 shows. This first family. 104 we got to do. We done 22.
You're going to be around for a little bit.
Yeah, I'll be on that show for at least 3-4 more years.
That's great.
Yeah, it is. That's why I accepted it, you know, because I knew it was going to be a horrible, you know, because you got to memorize all these lines.
And that's TV land, is that correct?
Oh, yes, TV.
Yeah, because it's following the X's.
It's on Centrix or something like this. I hardly ever get a chance to see it. It's called The First Family.
Yeah, because they've been running the promos all
over they run the promos, they run the promos, yeah. And then I got to, and then I'm on the road. So I got to cut some of this road stuff. It's too much. I do 30-some weeks a year. 30-some, maybe 30, 35, 40 weeks a year.
I believe your show is up against Letterman.
I might be.
Because it goes Betty White's show, which is the Cleveland. Then it goes the X's, and then it's your show.
Is it really?
Which
I don't know
puts
where.
you right up against David Letterman.
Yeah, that's funny.
You're not going back out to Montana.
No, he doesn't care. He's trying to hold on to his job. He told me last time I saw him, he said, "Man, I think they want me to quit." Well, they did to Jay Leno. Jay Leno's getting $40 million a year.
Yeah.
And the same thing they did to Johnny Carson. Johnny Carson didn't want to quit. They said, "You're making $50 million a year. We can get Jay Leno for $5 million. You making $50 million? I give Jay Leno for $5 million. Jay Leno would love to have $5 million." And that's how he got on there.
Would you ever do a talk show like that?
You know what? When Dave, when the guy quit on the show behind Dave, he owned that show.
Yeah, that was the guy that came.
What was it? He quit. He said he wanted.
Yeah, that's it. Greg Kilborn.
Greg Kilborn.
Yep.
I went on there and did a host on that show once. It goes past real fast.
Yep.
But you got to be there all the time. You know, you got to go in and do. You got to do pickups afterwards. You got to do pre-interview stuff and find out what you're going to do. So you got to go in early.
Then you got to be talking about TV stations you've never even heard of before. Hey, watch the show tonight on Channel 75.
Oh yeah,
but
that's part of the business though. If you take a job like that, then you have to accept that. When I took the job on The First Family, you got to accept the fact you can get a script. You got to memorize these lines. They don't have cue cards or teleprompters.
What's your secret for memorizing lines? Because I can't do a dang commercial.
You could do it. It's just I go over and over and over and over and over again. and I familiarize it, and that still mess up, But when you're doing a commercial, when you're doing a TV show, they got nothing but tape. It's not like you're doing a play.
Right.
And we're not taping them live. There's no audience.
Really?
No audience. No, we don't even rehearse. We go in there and block and shoot it.
Yeah.
We do not rehearse.
So it's when you say block and shoot it, that's doing the scene at a time then.
Scene at a time,
Yep.
and you block it, like he's sitting there, and she's sitting there, and if she come over here, that's how you block it. She'll deliver a line while she coming over here, and then we start shooting it. We shoot that, we shoot her, you shoot you, you shoot, and then we get a master, and that's how you do it. We don't have. When I was on the Wayne Brothers, we have a table. We have a table read now. We only shoot 2 days a week. This is what gets me. Wayne Brothers was 5 days a week.
Yeah.
You work. First, you have a table read, and then you go downstairs to the set and you block and block. You don't shoot nothing. They're gonna rewrite everything, so they don't memorize anything now. But then the next day, you come back today and you block again, and they have new script, new sides from what the directors and the executive producers didn't like yesterday. So you got new sides and new blocking. Then Wednesday, you do a run through with the whole network, all the executives. Thursday, you might do some pre-shooting. Friday, you get in front of an audience of 400 people and you do the whole show. That'll drive you crazy. But this one here, there's no audience. But you only shoot 2 days, and there's a whole script shot in 2 days. Where before on the Wayne Brothers, you have 5 days to shoot a whole script.
Right.
But it's very hard.
So your new show is kind of like radio, where we can deliver a line, but we never hear the laughter.
They put the laughter on there. Oh no, laugh track. They use a laugh track. He said, "Don't worry about it. They're gonna be funny."
I missed
Don't worry about that, buddy. Byron Allen makes it. And Byron Allen used to be at the Comedy Store.
Yes, he did. Yes,
he was a little guy. He was 14 years old. He was on Johnny Carson's show, I think, when he was 15. And now he owns about 30 shows on the air.
Really?
He is so popular. No one knows that he's that wealthy. He got a $16 million home, and he owns all the little judge shows. You see the judge this and judge that.
Yeah.
He's shooting right over there in his studios, and they fixing up cars and all that stuff, automobiles. He owns those. He owned Mr. Box Office, which is before us or after us or something like that. And Bill Bellamy, Bill Bellamy has his own show. That's Byron Allen's production.
Yeah.
And he's got cooking show. He got so much stuff he's doing. Unbelievable.
Wow. And you don't want to swap shoes with him at all?
No, I don't. It's too much. Too much. I don't like my life to be that complicated.
Yeah.
I want to go home and sit down. I like to sit down, listen to my waterfall.
Well, we're going to give you that chance to do that right now.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for coming in today.
Yes, and we have. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. So brilliant. Thank you. Oh, I could talk.